Here it is, the quick 10-second review. This is the Brother P Cube Touch printer. It's all right. It's not brilliant on a PC. When you come into PC, the orientation of the print paper is terrible. It does all sorts of weird things by default that are not standard for the print cartridge. It really annoyed me, really got on my nerves. Installed the app on my phone, which is an Android phone, and it worked fine though. Put it straight on here, put your label on there, put your QR code on there, put your pictures on there, put what you want on there, comes straight out of this thing. It's really good mobile, really brilliant, but from a PC itself, not very good. It also, really annoyingly, always produces a 24mm by 24mm square that it spits out and chucks on the floor. And it's like, that's wasting my expensive tape. There you go. Because I'm really bad at reviews, I've started doing my short review, this bit, right at the beginning of every video. Just so you can stop moaning. If you don't want to watch the rest of it, you can turn off now. However, I will ramble in the next bit. Bye! Hello. I'm going to review this today. This is the Brother Portable Laser Printer. This is P-Touch Cube Plus. I've had this a while and I did set it up briefly and use it to label all the boxes that we moved with, hence why the lid's open. But now it's been back in the box and I actually have a new phone, a brand new phone. The label's literally still on the phone, so I thought I'd do a review for myself and for you guys. This is free from the Amazon Vine customer review program. You've been given the item for free, but I give my honest opinion. I'm literally going to go through it as if I've never touched this before, which it pretty much should look like it because I pack everything away really nicely. So here's the box anyway. There's lots of great ideas. It does say that we've got 24mm black on white tape cassette. There's a 4-meter cassette of printable stuff in there, which I think it looked like it. The USB cable, the document, and then the actual item. And the first thing you find is the P-Touch Cube in here. I pull this up. So this is how it comes to you. It's wrapped in this sticky cellophane. It was a bit neater before I first opened it, but here it is anyway. So it's like tacky but not sticky. It just leaves it absolutely fine. And I just wrapped it back on. So it's a hand-sized. It is portable. I mean, it fits in the palm of your hand. It's bigger than perhaps tiny, but it's fine. The print extrudes from there. You can see the little wispies. They actually sort of guide the paper out and down a little bit. So Brother 5 volt, 0.5 amp. It literally will run off a USB cable you've plugged in somewhere, and it's the same charger as a mobile phone, so it's completely compatible with a mobile phone charger. Bluetooth, iPrint and label, and it's an app. You can download the app to your phone. There are little rubber feet here, so it will stand up, which is pretty well because it will stand just like that on your desktop. And you've got a window here that lets you see what's going off. I need to take this label off here. You just see the label to open the lid, but I'll leave that for now. It is plugged in a moment, and I will just move the rest of the stuff. So we'll wrap this back over because I'll put it back in its box later. And then the rest of the item is in here. So there's the USB cable. I'm using one I've actually got on the desk. And the instructions. Here is the tape. So it comes as a pre-spooled thing. This does say sample, but it comes as a pre-spooled thing. So I've had this open, and we'll open it again in a second. It came back out no problem. So this actually says 24mm, 0.94 inch laminated. The first thing I've done is look up the exact same tape as came with it. So this obviously mine says sample, this says white, but this is exactly the same cartridge, and they work out at just over 15 pounds. But of course it's below 20 pounds, so you'd have to pay for delivery on Amazon. I don't think that's fantastic, but this is double the length. So this is double the length that I've got. 4 meters, I've used about a meter worth, a meter and a half. labelled up a whole bunch of stuff for me, but we'll go through it all again step by step. Right, this is where the experience with this, the Brother PTP710BT, started to fall down. So I'm searching for information about the product, and it comes up, but there's nothing obvious about what you could do here. There's no obvious utilities or things that actually write, let you write out printer labels. There's a driver, but that's it. So once you've got it installed, when you go into your application, and we have Open Office here, I've written out this is a test, and this is A4, but we select the printer. Look, we select my standard DeskJet, we get an A4 sheet. We select the printer, the Brother PTP710BT, and we actually get a 78mm by 279mm strip per page. So this means that this page is orientated wrong. Okay, so if we close this off, close Visual Studio, which is something else I was playing about with earlier, open MS Paint, I'm wondering if we need to draw something that size, if that makes sense, or that size. And that's the first thing that's not made clear anywhere. When you want to use this, on a PC, you're sort of wondering, oh, well, based on what I've just seen, I'm going to have to draw it this way, and then you think you're going to have to grab it and rotate it, place it here, and then print it. And it's not clear as a beginner, say, or someone who's not sure what you're doing. You're like, oh, I want to print something out. Oh, hang on. The Brother doesn't even appear in this program. It's not an available. Oh, it is actually there, but it's like, oh, okay. Well, let's print. And you think, okay, what's happening? And it's printed it as a tiny, tiny piece of text. This bears no relation to what I've done with the actual program. Okay, so this is a different way round. If we discard this and go back to another thing, this is a test, and then we go print and select the Brother, it's that way. So what will really happen? Well, we hit print, it's nice and quiet, and now we get a much longer, huge piece. Oh, and another one. So utter failure here. It's printing the A4 sheet. Okay, so this is printing, this is a test, this way, and massively wasting your tape. It's almost like it's coming out pre-shredded. And this was my big problem with the whole thing from the beginning. So this is a test, like that, look. And we've even got, for good measure, a blank. So it's come out almost as if your document's pre-shredded. You're just like, what have I done here? This bears no relation to what was in the print preview, and that's a problem. That is a problem. Here's the print preview, and you think, like, 79mm, oh, this was actually 24mm, what am I doing wrong? These are the properties that, it's picked up. There's the strip. It's like, what is it doing? What is this doing? Why did Brother pick this as the default size? Why? you know, it just beggars belief. So what you have to do is you have to go in and you have to format the page to your size, the size that you want. So you're going to have to go, it's a landscape thing, it's whatever width you want, it's a custom size, width is, I don't know, 15 centimeters, height is 2.4 centimeters, and then you click OK, and this is the label now. But does that include the borders? What's it doing? You know, it's actually gone to, it can't go down to that size. It gets really annoying. So you're taking 0 margins, and you have to do all of this because there doesn't seem to be an app for the PC. That's the annoying thing. There's no app for the PC. 2.4 centimeters, 15 width. Now what do we get? These settings are out of the print range. Yes, apply them. So now let's make this bigger. Let's make it fit. There we go. And now let's print. The other thing is, every print you get this little square wasted. Yeah, that's an utter waste. So it's just printing out confetti now. It's just printing out confetti. We got TH. So did it print vertically? You know, has it decided it's going to print vertically? So go to page now, and we go to width 2.4. Page width 2.4. And height 10. Yeah, is this how it's going to print? T-E-S-T. Now we print. There's the waste square that you always get with every single print. No, it's still, that's it. So when you're not running in app mode, it is an utter fiddle, an utter pain. I have ended up with wasted strips. I've ended up with annoying confetti, which ends up everywhere, and it's not an easy interface to use in that respect. You don't quite, it's not communicating to you quite what you expect it to be doing, and then it does things. And this whole printing of a 2.4 centimeter by 2.4 centimeter square before every single print just really annoys me because it's wasteful. The installation of the app is very easy through Google Play, and there it is actually finished being installed, or I downloaded it, installing now. It's the iPrint and Label app. So we're ready. We open. This is the app opening for the first time. Allow to access your media device. No, I don't want you to access my media. Open. It needs access to my photos. Why? Let's allow end user license agreement. So I've had to give it access to all of my device before I've even accepted the EULA. This software is licensed but not sold. The software includes various open source programs, open source components. For details, see the open source components. Please refer to the terms and conditions separately defined. Fair enough. Got to scroll to the bottom. I don't want to send my information to Google Analytics, so I won't let it. I've accepted. There we go. So I have that device done. Create new label. So it looks rather like the Android text interface. So we create new label and we'll type the word hello, and it actually aligns the label. If you set that up, you can see the label is aligned and horizontal. It says 24mm, and I'll hit print. Print at normal revolution, 1 copies, auto thingamajig. It says not connected. So let's look for the printer. Allow it to access device location. I don't want it to have my device's location. Tap here when Bluetooth is enabled. Okay, well, Bluetooth is already enabled. Getting device. So that's my TV downstairs. There it is, the PT710BT. So I've got it. It's pairing with the device. All there is on the printer is a little light. There's no other indication. It just says pairing. There we go. It says it's done. So now we'll go back. There was no secure exchange. So I need to go back to that app. I was in that app. Where are you? There we go. It says not connected on the printer. No, it is connected. Connecting. And the printer now basically says it's connected. This is the best way of doing the print. I press print. There's the waste 24mm or 24mm. There is an actual working label. This app works. This all works best through this app. Through the PC, nightmare. Absolute nightmare through the PC. And that's why I'm only giving it 4 stars. This works brilliantly on here. You can change this. So if I can change the font, make it italic, change the properties, we can go in and add a barcode in a QR code. Riveting for you all. So we're printing again. Every time this waste square. And there's the QR code. If I hold this nicely, I maybe be able to scan it. If you can or can't, but there you go. It works. Let's check the QR code on my camera. Camera. Options. So, new phone, I don't know where it is. I literally don't know where it is. I don't know. Anyway, but QR code came straight out, no problem. The app is the way to go. The app, smooth installation, no problems, no search problems. Pair it up on the Bluetooth, it's fine. And yes, you don't need to be connected to the thing. It can be powered on its own, no wires. You can go out and you can tag. And I found this has been very useful in the move. And I can see uses for this if I was ever redoing a data center. If I was ever rewiring switches, PC kit, all the sort of stuff like that. This standard pre-laminated stuff is absolutely fine. It's durable. If I scratch and crunch this lot, it's not taking damage very well at all. It's keeping the damage off. If I use one of these squares that gets cut off, you know, see me doing that? It hasn't damaged the label. There is a slight scuff on it, but it hasn't damaged it. It's resisted the damage. It would resist scuffs and marks and you know, being scratched out in the field quite well. Setting up the printer, this was the only non-replaceable thing. This was actually inside the printer, inside the mechanism, and you pulled it out when it was loose, when it was done. This is the battery low warning, I believe. We hold the button, turn it off, and if we open it up, that's how it opens up. This is the print cartridge inside. I just took this out when I left. So there you go. That's the print head in there. The window gives you a guide. You literally just push that in, close that up. This is going to go back into storage now for me. The app is the way to go. The app is always the way to go. I don't like the amount of access it wants to your device for no apparent reason. It wants access to your device before you even confirm the EULA, and for some reason it wants to know your location as well, which is, I don't know why it does that. And that's the end. I'm going to give this a solid 4 out of 5. It's just the worst thing on the PC, but it's a very useful piece of kit. I can see that being very useful just with this and this in a data center doing stuff, setting up servers, setting up my connections. No issues with it. Obviously, anybody can pair with it. That's a security thing. If you're in Bluetooth range and have the app and you can see the model number, it's written on it, you can pair to this and start printing from it, and it might not be yours, it might be someone else's. So I'd have liked a bit more security there, but it is Bluetooth, so it has a range thing. You have to be pretty close to the device. The whole thing is a smart little device. I like it. I like it a lot, and it's portable. So it gets a thumbs up for all that. Just the PC stuff's terrible.